Hey guys, what's up? Green Machine Sam back with another video, and today we have another episode of Georgia Southern Dynasty. This week we are playing our final home game, going against Coastal Carolina, who is 8-2, 5-1 in conference play. We are 10-0 and 6-0 in conference play. Looking ahead at the remaining of our schedule, of course, we are, like I said, taking on Coastal Carolina today at our last home game, and we will be heading to App State, heading to Boone, North Carolina to take on our final conference game, who is also 6-4 and 5-1 in conference play. So we got to win out here to have a chance. If either one of these teams beat us, they will probably be in the conference championship at that point. So we do really need to have a good final couple games. Just got to win these out, make the conference championship, and hopefully if we can win the next 3 games, we'll be inside the playoffs. Like I said though, no matter what, we'll probably be on the lower end of the bracket. We will probably... Oh, wow, we're actually ranked 4th right now in the fucking bracket. That's insane. So Eastern Carolina must have fell off. They must have lost one of their final games here. So they are out, it seems like. Kind of weird that a team like Clemson and... Well, just a team... No, Eastern Carolina is ranked number 1 right now. What? They're ranked 2 in the nation, but they're number 1 in the playoffs. That's odd, to say the least. Don't really know what that's all about. I don't know why the rankings are just like so far off. But hey, we still have a chance, right? We still have a chance to win out, make the conference championship, and then of course make the playoffs. And at this point, it's looking pretty good. The team's playing pretty well. Need to bounce back after the last couple games, kind of struggling in terms of defense and stuff like that. But overall, still playing pretty good football at the moment. Just got to play a little bit better. Turnovers have been an issue for us over the last couple weeks with Morris Buffett. I think throwing basically 6 picks in the last 3 games, you know. Especially when you think about it, like through the first 7, he only had 4 picks. It's kind of crazy how much he's kind of struggled as of recently. Accuracy's been an issue as of late as well. Just got to really focus in and start hitting what we know can work. You know, if we got to go to the quick game, go to the quick game, run the football, stuff like that. If there's deep shots available, take it, of course. If the deep shots are looking good throughout the course of the game, continue to hit them. We just got to play better at this point. Recruiting, we're kind of getting fucked on, just being 100% honest. We lost the center that we ended up committing early in the season, Bobby Thomas, because he had a deal breaker and we were giving up a lot of sacks, and so now he locked us out. So it was time to take him off the board. We should get Rudy. We should get George this week. Titus Board could also commit this week, depending on if we win the game. Of course, I think the visit will play a big factor in that. Tyree Abram we're still in on, which is really awesome, and Brian Draft. We kind of fell out of the running for the corner, Rashad Funk, so I ended up taking him off, / I think he did commit last week. So that is a problem. We will start looking towards some more players, though, here over the next couple weeks, as we do have a couple weeks left of scouting and recruiting available. It's still going to be a difficult process, though. If we can get a bunch of 3 stars, I'll be happy. If we can get the remaining 4 stars that we have on the board, get up to 14, I'll be happy. It's going to suck, though, considering that we were close to getting, 16 to 17 guys. Then we kind of fell out on a couple, as well as just losing some of them, too, of course. Play style really, really sucks, but if we can lock up today's game with a victory, we should be able to get a couple more guys committed and on our way to hopefully building a much better program going into next season, in which we're hoping to take the jump to a tougher conference at this point. Beautiful day here in Georgia Southern, hopefully finishing off our season with finishing off our home games with a victory. We just got to go out there and play our game. It's as simple as that, really. We just have to play better than what we've been playing, and we should be able to walk away with an easy victory here. A lot of these seniors looking to win their final home game, win their senior night, basically, at this point. And hopefully improve some of their draft stocks, too. A lot of these guys could be going pro over the next year. Just got to finish this season out. Hopefully win a conference championship. Hopefully make the playoffs. Hopefully do what we can to really solidify ourselves as a team to be reckoned with over the next couple years. DeAndre Buchanan! He's going to have an opening return for a touchdown. DeAndre Buchanan! I think just off of the 2 touchdowns he has as a return specialist, I think he could easily be drafted in like the 7th round of this upcoming draft. I think somebody would take him just off of the couple return touchdowns he's had, his speed, his versatility to play both offense and defense for us over the last couple years. playing receiver, switching to corner over the last year or two. And what a good return for him from 98 to 99 yards, 97 actually. Overestimated the man, and he's only going to get 97, but still, what a good return. Like I said, just based off of his couple of returns and good punt return skills, I think he would get drafted in the 7th round in real life. Unfortunately, it's a video game. He's probably not going to get drafted at all. 15 sacks on the season for Elijah Lacy, so he is looking very good. Hopefully going pro next season. Hopefully able to be drafted and ultimately get us some more program pro potential here in the program. 1st and 10, though, they're going to go with an inside zone. Bounces outside. There's Christian Ellis, but he doesn't bring him down. Multiple guys having to come up, make the tackle. Elijah McDowell is the guy to finish him off. Alex Wooden's going to have a big game for us, the linebacker. He's played well so far this season. Just need him to play a little bit more consistent than what he has. There's another tackle from Christian Ellis and Kevin Breeze there. Like I said, just got to play good here. Got to really win what we're supposed to do, which is, slow down this opposing team's run game. Force them to really throw the football. They're going to run a slip screen here out to the outside. Kevin Breeze is apparently off the field because Elliot Juszczyk is now in for some reason. He is still in. That means Kevin Breeze is probably injured at this point, which is definitely not a great thing to see. I definitely like Elliot Juszczyk. He's going to be phenomenal. Like I said, he's kind of in that weird role of being like 6'5", 292. So he's definitely going to be, a tweener. He's not quite small enough to really play that traditional edge, but he has the athletic profile to. Another run here, and Alex Wooden's going to step up and make the tackle there. But he's still good, right? We've seen him win pass rushes, but some of his rushes were from the interior, so it's kind of confusing. Tremaine Potassi just kind of gets beat by that receiver there. Just didn't play it deep enough, was able to get ran by, and receiver able to come up with the reception there down to the 27. Coastal Carolina goes. Going to change up the formation again. 1st and 10 at the 27. Defense just needs to come up and make a play now here. Stadium Pulse is rocking at this point. I saw him scramble to the right, so I didn't think he was going to throw it back across his body, so I kind of tried to play the route as it was coming over, and he kind of just threw it behind the receiver, slow him down, and able to pick up that first. 1st and 10 at the 14 now. Going to hop on to some coverage. And Trey Quintariano is going to end up coming up with a sack. He has 3.5 now on the season. 2nd and 17. He's actually one of the top 5 guys on the entire team in terms of sacks. I think he's only behind the starting defensive lineman, really, in Vic Burley. Renfro is actually not that high, if I remember correctly. He's only at like 3 on the season. Can hop into some coverage here again. Play on this running back. There's Bo Masco, and he's able to come up with at least a knockaway. Able to get it done there. 4th and 9 at the 12. Able to hold him to 3. The offense will hopefully touch the field for the first time today. Or not. Who knows? Maybe DeAndre Buchanan has 2 in him today. No! It's going to be a missed field goal. It doesn't hook it hard enough. And we're going to maintain a 7-0 lead here. 1st and 10 at the 20. Going to run this wham play. We like running it so far this season. And Frederick Foss with a good 10-yard run there. Walton really held his ground. Ethan Williams up to the next level. Now we're going to go back to the line on 1st and 10 at the 31. Run this basic curls concept. Spencer Dozier wins his rep, but doesn't hold on to the ball. Maybe I should have went with a possession catch there. But that's something you got to hold on to in those situations. We can't let those easy first downs get away from us for nothing, right? It's different if you're going to get pass interference and like you can't quite hold on to the ball or something of that nature. But when you turn around, you have both your hands on the football and then you drop it because somebody hits you a little hard. Not exactly what I want to see as a coach. 1st and 10. Spin back by Frederick Foss. Run one man over, but there's just too many of them there to get going down the field enough. But still, 1st and 10 up to the 44. The offense is moving at a quite brisk pace. At the 44, we're going to drop back to pass. I like Jordan Woolen underneath. I was actually looking at stats, and Jordan Woolen actually has the 2nd most amount of receptions on the team. He was tied with Spencer Dozier. Now is tied with Deion Browning for the 1st most. He just hasn't had the explosive plays that we were hoping for. The deep down the field plays. Plays that ultimately open up the offense a little bit more. Spencer Dozier! I don't know why he's not coming back to the fucking football, you bum! I literally said, hey, throw it low and outside and let Spencer Dozier kind of just play toe touching. Tremaine Potassi comes up. No, that's Leo Rapogel, the freshman out of Florida. Looking pretty good on that play. Not super impressive, but did his job like he was supposed to for the first time on a deep ball, it feels like, all season. 3rd and 8 now after a 2-yard rush by Trey Bandy, their running back. I'm going to send a blitz here. Ellis. McDowell is going to be coming late because he's super far back. That's a deep ball. And Potassi just gets burned. What the fuck are we doing? But it's going to be a hold, and it's going to be coming back. So 3rd and 8 is going to turn out to be 3rd and 18 now. Okay, play off and play over the top. Jesus Christ, I don't know why we're struggling so much. I know I said press, but like, fuck, man. Y'all cannot get burnt that easy. Kevin Breeze trying to get home. Elijah Lacey also meet at the quarterback. Not able to bring him down for a sack, but ultimately forcing the ball out early and forcing an incomplete pass. 4th and 18 now here. Punting the football back to DeAndre Buchanan, the dangerous return man now at this point. And the corners just don't block for him. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. They're just not blocking for him. Nothing I can do there. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Trying to find a throw here. Can't get it to Walton. Going to go 24 open here. Going to go play action on 2nd and 10. Dropping back to pass. The guy that I was expecting to get open, the tight end, just not getting open. Jordan Woolen there, big play for him. Was able to lob that ball, get it over the head of the backer, and Jordan Woolen kind of come up clutch here. I'm just going to keep Jordan Woolen on a smoke screen there. Just have him stand there, basically. It's man coverage. David should be open. David, and your bio. Touchdown, David. He has a lot of touchdowns for how many receptions he has on the season so far, by the way. I think he only has like 12 receptions and 5 of them are for touchdowns. So he'll increase those stats even more for himself here today. Easy pitch and catch there. 1st and 10 at the 17. We're actually going to bring Christian Ellis in on a blitz. Going to hop on Vic Burley, try to create some disruption on this interior. And wow, the running back able to avoid a couple hits there. Get to the edge. Trey Bandy, 5 for 23 on the day for him. 9-yard rush there. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Vic Burley shed pretty easily, but then the running back just made a very good play there as well. Not going to discredit him there. That will be the end of the first quarter, going up 14-0 here. Missed field goal for them, punt as well. You know, a holding call really keeps our defense in the game a lot more than we had originally thought. Trey Bandy getting slowed down here now. 6 for 25, just over 4 yards of carry for him. We go 1st and 10 at the 28. Going to drop into some cover 3. Just play good quality football here. 1st and 10, 28-yard line. And wow, we are just letting us slant wide open. I don't know where Callaway and Wooden are on that, but they need to be guarding that better. First and 10 at the 46. Quarterback making some adjustments at the line. Doesn't like what he's seeing, apparently. They're going to go inside zone, and Trey Quinteriano is going to be right there. 5-yard run, though, for Trey Bandy, so he's still having a pretty decent day. Got to look to slow him down even more than what we currently are. 2nd and 5 at the 49. Going to go play action. I'm going to cover the middle part of this field, and Wooden's just not playing deep enough. He needs to get back on that. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but he's not doing his job. It's as simple as that. Going to send a double A-gap blitz. They saw us walk down on the play before, so they're probably expecting us to bail. We don't. We're able to get home, but not bring him down on a sack, unfortunately. Sent that extra pressure, try to get home. Nothing really going there. Going to bring Christian Ellis down in the box to cover up this tight end immediately. I don't know where Trey Quinteriano is going. If you just play through the passing lane, he's not going to take off and run on you. Just play in front of him. That's so fucking annoying. You were literally right there. I was trying to help out on other coverages, and Trey just lets him have it. Another underneath route here. Jaleel Rapogle coming up with the tackle after a 6-yard reception. Going to have to send some more pressure here with them getting down near the end zone. I'm going to squeeze the D-line. I'm going to put Woodens on the outside. Have them run the edges. Trey Quintariano making a big play there after a 1-yard rush. Good tackle. Running back tried to get away from him, and he said, no, you're coming with me, child. 3rd and 3. At the 7. Got to come up with a stop here. And fucking Ellis is nowhere to be found. Ellis has struggled against tight ends all year. I don't know why. He plays good against receivers. Can't play good against tight ends. It's strange, to say the least. Going to let that one bounce through the back of the end zone. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. With a lot of guys in the box, I'm actually going to change this to the play action here. Try to hit this immediately. Trying to find somebody. Walton is going to have to be the main guy. He steps out of bounds, though. What a fat, dumb idiot. Morris Moffett not off to the greatest start. I think 4 for 8, I think it said on the day so far. 2nd and 10. Going to give the ball to Ludwig. He's going to run up the middle on this halfback base and pick up 12. So he will keep the chains moving. Freshman out of North Carolina, performing pretty well so far this season. Not the greatest pure running back in terms of just straight rushing, but what he adds in the pass game and the change of pace really sets things off for us. Ludwig going to get this ball again on this halfback base. Wright's going to need to get through this line and find somebody to hit, and he doesn't. He doesn't find literally anybody. Nobody. Not a single fucking soul. Good job, bud. Really appreciate your work ethic there. 1st and 10 at the 47 now. Dropping back, trying to find something. Jordan Woolen open underneath. Don't love that route stops there for some reason against zone. Like, you should be running through that, I feel like. But hey. 2nd and 3 now. Going to hit a play action. Looking for some of the tight ends. Walton open. If we can get the ball to him. He steps out of bounds again. Are you fucking kidding me? I'm going to throw you into the fucking sun. Yeah, that's out. Never mind. And I thought he got his foot in. Never fucking mind. He did not. He is a bum. He is a broken bitch. Apparently doesn't want to continue his receiving yards and put up more career stats for himself. 1st and 10 down to the 39 now we go. Going to run another halfback base with Dalton Ludwig. Matt Weeks going to be the pulling guard this time. Ludwig gets through the hole but gets caught up by the D-tackle. 4-yard rush there. Going to go halfback stretch back to this left side. At the 35, 2nd and 6 now. Javante Nagy's going to need to find a block. He does not, and Powell does not get enough push. Good job, guys. I really appreciate how good you guys are blocking today. If you couldn't tell, that was fucking sarcasm. 3rd and 1, going to go mountain power zone here. Bring Semple in motion. Downhill goes Bryce Baker, picks up a couple there. Going to go to mesh whips now. Play that we've really liked, especially for the running backs. Looks like man coverage. If it's man, Ludwig should be open. He'll get a really shitty matchup. Yeah, he got a really shitty matchup, and he's going to win that rep. As long as it's not a hold, and it is, AJ Powell, I'm going to fucking light you on fire. I'm literally going to light you on fire. You're so lucky we're playing at home. I would tell you to fucking stay in Coastal Carolina. Like, I'm not even fucking around right now. You've had multiple plays where you just stop moving your feet and get stood up, and then you just had that. Good job, bud. Walton wins his rep. That should be an easy touchdown. Elijah Walton on that corner wins his rep, taking it into the end zone. The senior from Florida gets it done. Going to send a nickel blitz here with Joseph Callaway. Arguably one of our better corners. I would say Tremaine Patassi's probably been our best corner overall, but definitely good in getting turnovers, forcing the ball into our hands. He's played pretty well considering his athletic traits aren't the greatest. 2nd and 3 now. Going to run another inside zone here, and they're just going to just clear a fucking hole. Don't know where the backers are, but they're apparently not standing in the middle of the field. There you go, dime blitz here. Don't love running dime blitz, especially when we're fucking going against a 5-man front. Because, well, don't love running dime in general against a 5-man front because it's 5-on-5. They're going to win reps. Our defense has not proven as of recently that they can win reps against a standard offensive line. 2nd and 2 now, going to 5 wide here, looking to cover this middle part of the field. They hit the drag underneath, just too shallow for us to really react right away. I'm going to send a double corner blitz here on this one. I want everybody to try to get home here. Bo Masco is going to have to be the guy to get it done. Joseph Callaway wins his rep and gets the sack. So Joseph Callaway able to beat the offensive lineman after engaging with him and able to get it done there. Come up with the sack. Figured one of the D linemen would be the guy to get it done, but apparently not. 2nd and 16 now. Gonna hop on Elijah McDowell, cover this middle part of the field. That's a big hit stick, but he still holds on to the football. 3rd and 4 now. Everybody play press. I'm going to play press. I'm going to bring McDowell down into the box. I'm going to bring Ellis down into the box. Watch for a drag. There's an out route. Jaleel. Burnt toast, but the receiver can't haul it in. 4th and 4. That quarterback has to be pissed. You know, 2 deep balls. One gets called back because of a hold. The other one you can't haul in. Like, I'd be so pissed. Going to go shock H option here. To the shallow part of the field isn't great, but we're going to live with it. Elijah Walton underneath. Catch, run, turn up field. Has enough speed, especially at the tight end position, to get that done. Pick up a good chunk of yards. Going to go strong flood here to the wide side. 1st and 10 at the 43. Looking Browning and Woolen here. Browning wins his rep. If we can get the ball out there to him, he'll have an easy catch and run. Up to the 44 we go now. Going to go smash. I'm going to have Ludwig just kind of fly out into the flats there. If he can get open, he can get open. If not, we'll look towards something else. Browning's one-on-one, and he just won his rep. Go get that football. Thank you, Deion Browning. Big catch there. Able to haul it in. Able to keep it in as well once he does haul it in, especially after that hit. Going to snap the football here. Browning underneath, kind of open. Against man coverage, he's open. And he's going to have a walk-in touchdown. Deion Browning. Big catch after big catch on that drive to put us ahead even more here late in the second. 28-7. This is the type of performance we needed to get back to, and we are doing it against a team that is supposed to be pretty good in Coastal Carolina, sitting at 8-2. Yeah, so just looking at some of our season stats, we are averaging 5 sacks a game, 2 pass breakups, and 2 takeaways. No takeaways today, only 2 sacks. And 2 pass deflections already, so should be able to carry over that success and hopefully finish out the game with our stats remaining intact for the most part. Not too worried about the stats in general, just, you know, it seems like when we do end up putting up those stats, Jesus fucking Christ, I cannot talk. Somebody should take me out back and shoot me. It seems like we do end up winning games, at least as of now, because we are 10-0. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm not going to talk anymore. Fuck it. Here's gameplay. Apparently I can't fucking speak like a normal human being. 1st and 10 up to the 40 now. I really want to send this overload blitz again. Send the D-line that way. Give them a one-on-one opportunity the whole way across. Trey Quintoriano. Alex Wooden in the gap. Having to bring Trey Bandy down. Able to do it. 3-yard rush there is kind of weird. I didn't think it was that deep, but guess it was. Going to hop on Alex Wooden here. Play action. I kind of bit on it, and we're going to try to jump it, and Joseph Callaway with a breakup. Good breakup there from Joseph Callaway. Was hoping he was going to try to pick that. Ended up just going with the pass breakup and guaranteeing us a 3rd down. And there is, what is that, Jaquari Brown? Jaquari Brown comes up with the pick there. At the 39, brings it back to the 39. The 4th string corner, able to come up, make a good play. Still a junior, so still does have one more year. Could develop going into next year and ultimately surprise a lot of people. 1st and 10 at the 39. Frederick Foss downhill. Kind of runs one over, but the second guy able to clean him up. And at the 46 now. We go inside zone back to Foss here. On 2nd and 3, just need to have a good, strong running game here for the rest of the game. Frederick Foss just broke a couple arm tackles and he's gone. Frederick Foss into the end zone, touchdown. He has gotten better as the season went on. 7 attempts, 104 yards on the day for him, and a rushing touchdown will ultimately probably put this game away. Up 28 here early in the 3rd. Should very much do it. Only out to the 14 of their own territory comes Coastal Carolina. Trey Quintoriano, I'm going to send it on blitz, but we're going to go with a loop. Nope, they're running this jet touch pass. Nope, it's play action. Going to drop. And there's Kevin Breeze getting home. His 1st sack on the day for him. So far, the defensive line coming up pretty good. 2nd and 17 now. Going to play action fake, drop into coverage, underneath to the receiver. Joseph Callaway having to come down and make a tackle after a 10-yard reception. Shemaine Potassi there as well to help out. Going to go 3rd and 7. Send a blitz here. Doesn't get home, but Callaway comes up with the tackle. 4th and 2 now. They're going to end up punting the football away at their own 22 on 4th and 2. PA dagger here. Play action fake. Looking. Trying to find somebody. Jordan Woolen taking a deep shot. Jordan Woolen doesn't hold on. Gets it knocked out at the last second. You gotta fucking go for that. You gotta hold that shit. 2nd and 10 here. Gonna run a slip screen to the running back. Foss. He's gonna have a reception. He's gonna go down the sideline. Ultimately brought out at the 46-yard line. Still, like I said, that has to be hauled in. That has to be hauled in there from Jordan Woolen there. It cannot be a drop in that situation. 1st and 10, going to go back to this play action here. We can set our feet. Dozier might be open. No. And then it's just fucking... I literally said stop moving, and fucking Morris Moffett takes one more step to the left and then just, like, throws the ball into the air. Don't understand that. Good job, Morris. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Got to hop on Lloyd Wooden here. Going to try to force some pressure with him. The quarterback takes it on a QB read, and Elijah McDowell there, able to come up with the tackle. Not letting him go anywhere. 2nd and 10 now. Going to bring Alex Wooden down into the box. They're going to have to pick him up immediately, so Trey should be able to hopefully get a free rush. I tried to get to the fucking screen, and I'm just getting held. What the fuck is that? I'm literally holding left on my fucking stick so hard, and he just isn't moving. He's just like, nope, I'm stuck on the offensive lineman. Because I'm a little bitch. 3rd and 4. At the 34, 1st and 10. Saw the 3 and the 4 and was like, oh, it's 3rd and 4, brother. Christian Ellis going to have to come up with the tackle here on Trey Bandy. Able to do it at the 15. Weird little fake jet pass turned into an inside zone. 1st and 10 now at the 15. No, they go right back to the same play, but Elijah Lacey there able to wrap that one up. So 2nd and 11 now at the 16. I'm going to bring McDowell down into the box. Nope, didn't get on him, so going to have to stay on the D lineman. Tremaine Potassi able to come with the tackle here after a 10-yard reception. I honestly thought that was going to be a missed tackle, and he was going to walk in. I'm not even going to lie. 1st and goal at the 4. Trey trying to get home. I'm going to drop him. And that's picked by Joseph Callaway. Coming up big. Callaway. Good shit, dude. He's going to, if he's on this pace, he's going to end with like 10 picks on the season. Guarantee it. Trying to run a play action here. Try to get to this outside. And just nothing open. I can't throw it. I literally can't throw it. I'm telling him to throw it away, and he's just not getting his arm out. 2nd and 15 at the 15 now. And Morris Moffett has like no scrambling ability anymore. I don't know what the fuck has happened to him. He literally can't escape that. They're not running anybody on this outside. Just throw this fucking screen real quick. Jordan Woolen. That should be gone. That should be your big fucking game. Go. You better not fucking get caught. I swear to God, if you get caught, I'm going to... Get off the field, Jordan! Fucking bum. 1st and goal at the 3. Dropping back, trying to scramble. Ludwig open, catch, turn, into the end zone. Dalton Ludwig will finish off the drive. Don't know what the fuck Jordan Woolen's doing where he can't outrun those guys. I understand they had a good angle, but still, they got to cross more field than you do. Fucking haul ass a little bit, please. 1st and 10 at the 15 now. Now 2nd and 7 after a 3-yard rush. Can send some more pressure here. Don't love sending Callaway, especially with how good he's been in coverage so far today, but we're going to take it anyway. 2nd and 7. Alex Wooden able to meet the running back in the backfield and stop him for a negative 1-yard rush. Thought it was going to be a little bit more, but the running back able to kind of roll over top of him. We do need to bring in the other Wooden as Alex is now feeling it a little bit, so don't want to get him injured. He's going to end up throwing the football away. He had that little, like, in-cutting curl on the left side. Jesus, I'm so fucking stupid. I swear to God. I'm so a word that I'm not supposed to say anymore. Jesus. I'm actually going to let Paris play a little bit. Fuck it. Let's see what Paris can do for us. I like Angelo Paris. He just hasn't had the opportunity to really play. Nobody again blocking for DeAndre Buchanan because that's the theme of today. He had one return touchdown, so all the dudes are like, hey, we don't have to block anymore. Still, we'll never understand why we are ranked 8th behind guys that are 7-3, 8-3, 7-3, 9-1 who we beat. I don't understand it. I understand strength of schedule is a big thing, but man, we beat one of the teams that's ahead of us. It's not like I'm complaining about Bama who might have lost to like fucking 3 schools that were all ranked and all ranked ahead of them. No, we're complaining about a team that's ranked 9-1 and ranked at number 2 in the entire nation. I guarantee you they did not play anybody special. I almost guarantee it. Foss again breaks through 2 arm tackles, and he's gone for a 49-yard run. He'll be at over 150 yards now on the day. Frederick Foss is saying, you're going to have to come up and you're going to have to put multiple bodies on me, and even when you do that, you're not going to be guaranteed to tackle me. Having a good statement game here today for Frederick Foss. Definitely proving that, hey, I still want to be here next year. I still want to be the lead back. I understand you brought in a 5-star, but I'm still right fucking here, right fucking now. Only out to the 12 for Coastal Carolina. They're going to go 5 wide here. And as this game has gotten more away from them, our defensive line and our corners should be able to come up and make even more plays or have a better opportunity to. Joseph Callaway able to stop his receiver after a 5-yard reception underneath. 2nd and 5 now. Going to go dime package here. Trying to win some reps on this D-line. Defiling Green trying to make a play. But Elijah Lacey able to get home, and it looks like a new quarterback is in. I don't know if it's mass subs at this point for Coastal Carolina, but he's definitely a new quarterback. Don't know if they got tired of the other guy or if they want to try just something out different. Hell, he could be hurt at this point. Able to force some pressure, get home. He has to throw the football away. 4th and 13 now. Gonna drop an extra man deep. Try to help with some blocking. Nope. Nobody wants to block. Good job, guys. Good job. Good job. I appreciate it. DeAndre Buchanan appreciates it. Not like he's trying to get drafted or anything or go to the league. It's just like, whatever. You guys can just block for yourselves. Bryce Baker, 2-yard rush there. Nothing too incredible. 2 for 7 on the day for him. So would like to get him a couple extra touches to get his average back up. 2nd and 8 now. Going to bring Robert Wright over in that pulling motion. 3rd and 5 now. Frederick Foss 9 for 156 at this point. Going to look towards the air here on 3rd and 5 at the 47. Jordan Woolen open. Throw, catch. Dude, he's just not moving. It doesn't feel like he has any type of speed. 1st and 10. We're going to halfback stretch to this weak side. Well, at least in terms of defenders. And I don't know who I think that was Walton and Nagy. Just didn't block anybody. If they could have picked up those 2 edge guys, that's a walk-in touchdown for Foss. Legitimately walk-in touchdown. Walton's open. I don't even want to give him the fucking football because he missed that block, but he's so fucking wide open, it just makes no sense not to throw to him. 4 for 96 on the day for him. 2 touchdowns as well after that reception, and we will take a 56-7 lead, and we will start subbing in a lot of our backups now at this point. Wasn't even paying attention to the kickoff, so they're going to have a good starting field position because we kind of just kicked it out of bounds. Going to hop into coverage here on the tight end. I'm going to cover this slant coming across the middle. Trying to just help out everywhere we can. 1st and 10 now. The defensive line not able to get home. Not able to slow the quarterback down. He's able to scramble ahead. 1st and 10 now. Going to drop into zone coverage. Cover this curl route. Jaquari Brown. Can't quite get... What the fuck? We're going to go 26 duo here with Bryce Baker. We're going to go to this left side, though. I like this left side a little bit more, just based off of personnel. Not in terms of our offensive line, just how many people they had on each side of the field. Going to go to a halfback draw here with Dalton Ludwig. He's going to be one of the only guys still in. I know he's not technically a starter. Just hasn't had many opportunities today, so we're going to give him a couple more. Dalton Ludwig downhill, gets 5 there for us. 3rd and 1 now. Walt Merriman and company in. Not going to throw the football just quite yet. We're going to trust our running backs here. Trust our process. Everybody just straight downhill, and we get blown up. Jesus Christ. At the 30, I'm going to go for it. Fuck it. There's no point in not going for it. Shock H option here. I want the offense to play. We're going to try to keep them on the field. 4th and 4 at the 30. Trying to find something. Ludwig across the middle. Catch. Go down at the 41. Good pitch and catch there from Walt Merriman. 1st and 10 at the 41 now. Going to look for this power O here. Going to have Maddox out in front blocking. Bryce Baker, no real room to run. Walton just kind of getting blown up there. I'm so fucking sick and tired of seeing Walton. Get him off the fucking field, please. I think that was Nagy, to be fair, but still. Get him off the fucking field. Put Bradley Shockey in and put... Do we not have any other tight ends on the entire fucking team? Jesus Christ. Put Shockey up there, actually. I want to see what he has. 10 and 7 now. Going to go outside zone here with Bryce Baker. Not the smartest move considering he's not the fastest and can't get anything done. And then we get a holding call to end off the fucking play. That's wonderful. Good job, guys. I really appreciate how well you guys are blocking today. They go counter weak here. Gotta leave that edge alone. Hopefully the guard can come over and smack him out of the fucking play. Doesn't do it enough, and Bryce Baker just nowhere to run. He has struggled today. Gonna go to the air here on 3rd and 15. If we can make it manageable, we could possibly go for it, but as of right now, not looking good. Marcus Semple, the corner, kind of just plays that really well. 4th and 15. Gotta punt the football. Just not enough fucking yardage there to really warrant going for it. Ball bounces down inside the 20 and at the 11. So our punter still having a pretty decent season so far. Nothing too special, but definitely isn't bad, considering he is only a freshman and still learning the position. Waddy getting home, and that's a sack. Down to the 2 or the 1. Leslie Waddy coming home. 2nd and 19. Dropping into coverage. Trying to get there. And there is Lipscomb. One of the guys that hasn't seen a whole ton of action this year. Hakeem Lipscomb. Jordan Woolen having to return this one. Up to the 41 he goes. Able to get it done, and the defense really putting on some pressure there on that last drive. At the 41 we go. Halfback stretch this outside. Nagy trying to pick up a block, and that's going to be a fucking hold. Are you kidding me? I'm going to throw... I want to say words. Let's just try halfback dive, because apparently you guys don't like outside zones. So 1st and 18 at the 33 now. And you guys don't like running inside zone either. Wonderful. We'll try inside zone out of the shotgun then. 7 for 14, by the way, for Bryce Baker. So has not gotten it going. Nothing I can do about that. You're just not doing what you're supposed to. Only a 3-yard rush there from Ludwig. So still the offensive line just not getting a good push there. We are going to go to PA drag. That's what we're going to run. PA drag. 3rd and 14. Going to drop back to pass after a play action. Trying to scramble is Merriman. Trying to find something. Can't really do anything. And has to throw the football away. Gets it out of his hands, but nothing going there. Or for some reason hurrying back to the line. I didn't think I pushed anything, but apparently I did. And I can't audible for some fucking reason. Just call a timeout and punt the football then, because it is 4th and 23 or 4th and whatever the fuck. Oh, was that not even an incomplete pass? Is that a negative rush? Of course it was. Of course I stepped out before I threw it. So our punter going to have another punt here today. Not as good, and it's going to check up really short at the 33-yard line. Like I said, still learning the position, so not everything's going to be against him, but not a great punt. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Trying to cover. I thought that tight end was going to run like a deep cutting post. Instead, they ran corner with the drag concepts. Not a fun particular play design for me to cover. We cover up this running back. Waddy trying to get home. Gets home just a little later. He needs to shed that block just a little bit quicker to really have a chance there. 3rd and 6 now. Gonna hop on Wooden still. Play coverage. Cross the middle. Come over, try to cover up this running back. He's going to throw off his back foot, and that's nowhere near the tight end. And that will end the game. we will get another win here, 58-14. Hell, the game was even further away than what the fucking score suggests. We let up one fucking play on defense, basically, and they scored. 345, 68 completion percentage, and 5 touchdowns for Morris Moffett. 2 picks on the day, once again, so up to 12. Just not playing up to our standards right now in terms of turnovers on offense. Jordan Woolen not being able to outrun that guy. I know we still scored on that drive, but it still sucks for him. Not being able to create that big play that we had been hoping for from him. He still had a big play, don't get me wrong, but not scoring on that one when you're so close and just running down the sideline with nobody near you, that definitely sucks. So after a very impressive win over Coastal Carolina, taking down one of the top teams in the Sun Belt Conference, we are going to move forward now. We're going to be able to send the week, hopefully get a couple guys committed, as well as see exactly where App State is. If they lose, if they would have lost this week, then that does guarantee our spot in the Sun Belt Conference Championship at this point, because we will just have a better overall record in the Sun Belt. But we still got to go win that game to really have a chance at the playoffs. If we lose any one of our next 2 games, we probably won't really have a great chance of making the playoffs, just being completely fair and honest. I know it's only 1 loss, but we're in a lower tier conference, so it would be pretty difficult. The committee probably wouldn't want to allow us in, especially losing so late in the season. I don't know why college football is like that, where it's like, if you lose later in the season, it means more than losing earlier in the season. It's kind of weird. It's still a loss on the record. It's not really going to change a whole ton. Rudy McNitt and George Owemba, Titus Board, all commit to us. I don't remember. I think Brian Draft might be the only other 4-star remaining on our board at this point. App State did lose, so that basically does guarantee our spot in the conference championship. But still, we still want to go out there. We still want to win. Both Coastal Carolina and App State are 5-2, so it does guarantee our spot in the conference championship. On the other side of the bracket, not as strong. South Bama leading the way at 7-4 and 5-2 in conference play. So a team like App State or Coastal Carolina, or even hell, Georgia State, if they were in the lesser of the 2 divisions inside the conference, they could have probably even performed better and possibly had a chance at the conference championship. But instead, they will not. So that does guarantee our spot in the conference championship at this point. So that does provide us a good little, cushion. But even so, we dropped down to 10 after last week's game for some reason in the rankings. CFP bracket, though, I think we're still listed. No, we dropped out of the 4th place. So we dropped from 4th place all the way down to 10, and we would be heading to Oregon. That's so fucking weird in my opinion. Eastern Carolina still at that 2 seed at 10-1. I still don't understand that. I really don't. Maybe I'm weird. Maybe I'm just not understanding things. We beat them when they were ranked early on the season, and they don't get discredited for that. But we're getting discredited for an impressive performance against a conference opponent. I don't understand that. We do have a couple guys left at the 4-star level. We have Brian Draft and Tyree Abram. It's going to be a battle. I can't schedule Tyree Abram, and the game continues to let these teams set visits for week 15 and 16, so we might lose out on some of these guys. And Miami's making up ground at this point on Brian Draft. If I remember correctly, we can't sell on him because it's 6, 5, and 10. No, 6, 5, and 10. That should be enough to sell. That's 11, right? Yeah, that should be enough to sell. I don't know why we haven't sold already. We're going to sell anyway now at this point. Not social media. We're going to go with the 10 points, the DM player. And then Tyree Abram, yeah, there was no chance of selling on him. So unfortunately not. We will just have to continue to move forward with what we are currently doing. We did send some scholarships out last week, so we will try to look at more of these guys over the next couple weeks, hopefully, and really start to put together a plan of who we want to attack on recruiting anyway. He looks fine. Alex Wigman, Pat Hawker looks pretty good too. Nothing too special. Not being gems is not the greatest thing in the world, but still usable. Danny Morris, not quite what we're looking for at this point. We're going to look at Darrell. Doesn't look very good either. Jaleel Cribbs, 94 speed, not bad. Only 89 acceleration, so not anything too special. Demarius Ogletree, still nothing. We're still not really seeing anything super insane. I was hoping one of these physical receivers would have 90 plus speed. There we go. Johnny Salas. I'm going to throw 25 points at. I'm going to throw 25 points at Jaleel Cribbs. We should probably go after at least one, if not two, of the tight ends. We're going to send 25 points to both of them. Just try to lock up some options there at tight end. Potentially start pushing the correct direction on those guys as well. Bart Stockton, not a gem. Eric Estrada is fine. Miguel Quintana, not great. Just not seeing a whole ton of options right now. And they want to send scholarships to the remaining guys at this point. I do want to send 10 points to Nico Franco. We'll do 10 points to Ben Thorne. And I guess we'll do... Who looks better out of these two? Road Dogg and the Natural. They both kind of look similar, but I would rather have Eric Estrada at this point just because of the lead block if he gets up to that second level. Plus, we're in first place on him already. We'll send him 5 points. Try to get him going the correct direction. If you can get some of those guys kind of pushed forward and get them closer to committing over the next couple weeks as recruiting will get locked away, that will be a good chance to be able to get a lot of those guys. Because we will have to round out the recruiting class after losing Bobby Thomas, losing out another guy that I thought we were going to go get, getting in late on one of them, not really be able to get them, and then the two last 4 stars that we currently have on the board, possibly not getting those guys because higher recruiting based teams are going after them now super late in the season. It could spell danger for us. But if you guys did enjoy this video or any of the videos here on my channel, would appreciate it if you guys do stick around and subscribe. I'll be back with more videos like this, but with that being said, I'm out. Peace.